Hi everyone, I'm David Griffin.
And I'm Michael Medina.
Here to talk about Arrow, Season 2, Episode 13, Heir to the Demon, Talia,
Nyssa.
wrong run.
Nyssa,
wrong run.
close.
Nyssa Al Ghul, and Black Canary, Sarah. Little lesbian couple, that's okay, you know.
Spoiler
Modern
alert if you
times
haven't
here,
watched
this is
that.
okay. We can do this. Oh yeah, spoiler. Yeah, I mean, hopefully if you watch our reviews, you know we talk about everything.
Absolutely.
So, no, so that was the big news. So let's
Yeah.
kind of maybe. So let's talk first about Nyssa as a whole. Let's talk about Christina Law. What do you think about when she first came on screen there?
I loved her dramatic entrance, first of all.
What's up with all the bed sheets, all the twirling in the bed sheets and just coming down? Can you just do some rope? We have to go fetch some rope.
But it was good, and I really liked her. She was believable.
Yeah.
You know, I thought later on in the episode, her little fight sequence with Oliver was well done.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I really like her. I like her look.
Right.
You know, and I just got excited at the possibility of maybe seeing some Raish, Ross, however you want to pronounce it,
Right, yeah.
and maybe some Talia.
Because I remember one of your first thoughts when we watched the episode, Mike said that, wow, she'd make a good Talia.
Yeah.
She has the look. Yeah, I mean, I don't know
Absolutely.
if they bring Talia. And what's interesting, because somebody called me out last week, said I jumped around too much, so I had to do 2 episodes in one video. That's kind of hard to do. I'm trying to bring this back here. Let's try to streamline it. So let's talk about some of the possibilities with the whole Ra's al Ghul dilemma here. Not a dilemma, it's a good thing. We know that he's around. He's in this universe, so he could make an appearance, he could not. Let's talk about the fact that it was interesting at the end, skipping all the way to the very end, is that Nyssa said, I release you.
Yeah.
I'm like, she doesn't have that power.
Yeah,
Pops has all the power.
She
Pops
did
has the
say
power.
she did it in the name of
The
Ra's
name
al
of- I don't know
Ghul.
if he's
Like,
gonna
I don't know if
prove that,
that
though.
still counts
Yeah,
or
right,
you know,
right.
but whatnot. But also, since we're talking about the end right now, it'll be interesting to see how Slade plays into all this, because I feel like there's got to be some kind of a connection with Brother Blood and Slade and Raish, you know, and how all that's going to come together. So it's going to be interesting because I feel like these last few episodes, they've teased Slade. This episode actually didn't have any flashbacks to the island.
No island. I mean, there was a flashback.
Which made sense because you already had so much going on.
To Leave It to
present
Beaver
day.
episode with Pops cooking dinner, and, that was kind of fun.
With his little apron.
Yeah.
It's happier times.
Yeah,
It's happier
right.
times. But yeah, they've been teasing Slade a lot, so you figure at some point there's got to be a payoff. We're going to see. We got a couple weeks back a glimpse of his suit.
Yep.
Which was really
Looked
cool.
great,
So I'm looking forward to seeing that. All in all, I did think this was a strong episode. I know a few weeks back I did say their first episode after their break was a little weaker, and I know a lot of you guys also felt the same way. I felt this was a little bit stronger, back on track. I did have, while watching this episode, there were a few things that I thought of that don't really pertain just to this episode. I'll get to those in a moment, but it's I love the chemistry between again with Nyssa, with Oliver.
And even give credit, even with Nyssa and Sarah, because, I mean, I don't want to criticize anybody, but it's like, you have lesbians. This is CW. It's like, of course they're going to be gorgeous. Not that there aren't. Look, we're in LA here. There's beautiful couples of men and women and everybody mixed together. It's fine. But it's like, CW get a little corny. It's like, of course you have 2 hot girls making out. It's like, woo! But it was believable. The 2 good actresses doing good job delivering their, their dialogue. It was believable.
And I really like the scenes with Oliver and his mom, Moira, who's now running for mayor.
Who I thought was maybe the most mysterious character of everyone.
Absolutely.
Because what is her motivation? What is her end game? She knows Ross. She knows the League of Assassins. She has even more power than maybe even Malcolm Merlyn does. So it's like, what's her game?
She's an interesting character too, because I'd mentioned this before, how there are moments when you want to sympathize with her, like when she was in prison, you felt bad for her, you almost were like rooting for her, and then now it's like, well, is she a bitch? Should I hate her? Should I not like her? Because we do get the reveal, at least to Oliver, that she is in fact, she lied to him. That Malcolm is Thea's daddy. We all knew that, of course.
Yeah.
But that was a big reveal for him, and he basically said, as far as like the public's concerned, I'm there for you, but private life, I'm done.
And also, too, we see again. I mean, I have to call this out. Just let's get this out of the way. Diggle again for the umpteenth week in a row has done nothing.
And that's one of the problems I've had with the show, because he's certainly capable.
He fulfilled his quota.
Doing everything he
came in and said, "Look, I got the lab reports here." It's like, "Oh, gee, well done, Diggle. Like, good job for this week. His job's over." Yeah.
But he's capable of like getting out there, going on missions with them. You know what I mean? And we really haven't seen that. He's just kind of like a gopher.
Yeah.
He pretty much like goes and I'll look into it, and then that's it.
Right,
that's all we get out of that. Another problem I had though, I was watching this episode. I first thought it last week with Moira. running for mayor. I don't know how believable that is. You see how last season she was part of this whole like conspiracy blowing up half of Starling City. You mean to tell me she's the only person in all of Starling City that they'd be like, you know what? This works. We want her to run for mayor. This works. I like her. So I don't know if I believe that. I mean, again, it goes like it's a roller coaster with Moira.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see what they do with her.
And of course, I know everybody likes. We got to talk about a little bit about Olicity.
Olicity.
You know, it's good. Some great moments between Oliver and Felicity, of course. In the end, Oliver, you know, he's working out.
Screw you.
Getting the bag. He's got the CW cheesy romantic music on. Got his shirt off. You know, Sarah comes up and sparks, you know.
Magic happens.
Magic happens. It's got to go down.
Screw Felicity.
So, yeah. So maybe Felicity or Olicity won't happen. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't.
Who knows? I mean, it is TV. You want to stretch something like this out. I mean, with a show like Arrow with so much going on, it's like, why rush into something like that? So I think it's still possible. You know, it's like, you know, maybe next year. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, there's just a lot going on in this series. There's so much going on.
We didn't get any Roy though. I was a little disappointed because after last week's reveal that, you know, now he knows what's going on. I was looking forward to this particular episode to see, okay, well now like his first steps as training to be a sidekick. We didn't get that, which is okay because, you know, sometimes I like Roy and I like the actor that plays him. He tend to overact a little bit, which is a bit intense, but you know.
And I want to mention just because last week's review, there were a lot of comments talking about how, or somebody, pretty specific comment about how Summer Glau's character hasn't been around. Where has she been?
She's been gone for a while.
I think she's going to play a role towards the end. Absolutely. I don't know if she's going to be Tali, especially after seeing, you know, Nisa. But I mean, I think she is going to play an integral role. I think towards the end, I think maybe hopefully she'll be around in season 3 if she doesn't get canceled. Because poor Summer Glau, she always get canceled when she's around. But no, Summer's awesome. So
way to put it out into the universe. Way to do that.
No, show's not going to get canceled. The ratings are too high. But we need to see a little bit more of her. And Malcolm Merlin's still lingering out there. So hopefully we'll see more of him. But maybe, you know, future episodes.
Yeah, and again, I think that just goes back to like what we were saying. Is there's so much going on and stuff. Why rush it? You know what I mean? I mean. This is a show that's full of surprises. So could she be Talia? She could be.
She could be.
You never
but since a lot of people point out she's a character from the book, so
exactly. But as we know, like with film and television, they tend to bend things a little bit here and there just to make things fit. So I'm open for it.
Right.
You know?
So I mean, that's what Mike and I thought about this week's episode. Another exciting episode. So much going on. One of the Al Ghul family has joined the group, and hopefully she'll be around more. I'm sure Katrina Law will see much more of her. So yeah, you know, as always, you know, come chat with us. Let us know what you thought about this week's episode and all the craziness. Point out the Easter eggs, and I'm sure Mike and I missed a few of those. There's just too much going on. You can come find us on thinkhero.com or on this YouTube page, Think Hero Pro. You know, we're also on Twitter. Dennis, Michael, and myself want to come chat with us about our favorite shows. Bug Dennis about why he's not watching the show. You know, make sure you get on him about that. That's at Think Hero. I'm at Griffin DE.
And I'm at Mr. Michael Alexis.
And we also have a Facebook page, which is facebook.com/ThinkHeroFans. And please, you know, like, hit the subscribe button, spread the word, all the goodness about TV, movies, everything I Think Hero's talking about. And as always, yeah, see you next week.